Hello, welcome to the channel. East Florida Explorer here, and happy Cemetery Sunday. Today I'm at Oaklynn Cemetery in Edgewater, Florida. This is an old historic cemetery. And please save it, speak up for those who cannot. This cemetery is actually a lost and abandoned cemetery and has just started to get a little cleanup. And there's actually a sign out front that says volunteers are needed. Right here in Edgewater, Florida, if you're interested. But this is an old African-American cemetery from long ago in Volusia County. One of the actually biggest ones. And this cemetery, like I said, is lost. It's abandoned. I guess they lost all information about it, of who is buried here at what times, and even where the graves, half of them are. See, there's small crosses in here, little dips, holes. You could tell people are trying to mark stuff. What is this? Looks like a top off of an old-timey stove. But yeah, really neat, this historic cemetery. I had to come check this out. You see the crosses, just pretty much unmarked graves that they know there's something there, I guess. And there's little pipes marking. But when I was reading the information of the cemetery, I guess it says originally it was 6 acres, and they have only found 1 acre of the cemetery so far. So quite a big place. And now, being in Edgewater, Florida, the industrial side of this area is starting to grow in. And actually there's an airport, a runway right behind this. So we'll check out a couple of these graves here that are catching my eye. Looks like it says George Franklin, 1900 to 1933. So he was only 33 years old. Fascinating. And this other one laying here, the words are pretty much worn away, but you can tell that was a definitely older grave that has fallen down over time. And so many just wooden crosses. They don't even say anything. Ooh, down in a really soft dip there. That's kind of freaky. But here, somebody actually spent a little more time on this back in the early 30s. It says Mammy Davis, born January 20th, 1886. I believe that's a 6 or a 5, 1885 maybe. Died April 13th, yeah, April 13th, 1931. Kind of neat too, a lot of these letters like this are backwards, the ends. But yeah, look at this, just kind of falling apart, you know, just wide open. So everything's kind of fallen away here in times. I mean, this cemetery is from the early 1900s, I believe, maybe late 1800s. Wow, look at these. Whoa, over here, don't fall in the ground here. Look at this. It's like a tomb here, like a burial, raised, but the top has been slid over. Wow, that's something. Nothing inside, you know. I'm not quite sure how those graves are, if they're buried deep, 6 feet, I'm sure. But the raised top always looks weird. And over here, look at this little grave by itself. William Oh, what's his last name? Does that say Teals? Could be Teals. And I cannot read anything else. Maybe it says 1911. And looks like over here on the very edge of the cemetery, there's those little orange pipes everywhere, little PVCs that they're using as markers. So there's another one, a white one, orange. But I guess over here, these were all graves as well. And see how I'm saying they've been kind of mowing this area, trying to find the old grave sites of this place. Oh wow. You gotta really watch where you walk here, because here, see, here's the top of a grave, and it's destroyed and wide open. Walk down to this end. Kind of looks like this is the area they stopped mowing down here in the very back corner. But I do see some more graves. Actually, some looks like the top of a concrete headstone in there. Lots of dips. Lots of dips in this palmetto area out here where they do have pipes marking. But look at this in the corner. It's another one way back in here in the corner. Watch out where I walk. It's a little soft. I don't believe it does not say anything. And if it did, it was worn away over time. I'm gonna walk through this kind of whoa palmetto area where it looks like the Florida woods have grown back. But somebody's been out here cutting and fixing, and just gotta watch out for rattlesnakes, because their home is the palmettos. Ooh, some more chunks over here. Look at this. And this looks freshly found. This area, you could tell they just unearthed this area here, pulling back all the pine needles, and wow. And if they said this place was 6 acres, it probably went into this old runway, or the airport runway. Look at this grave here. Wow. Has no name, it's broke. But it says Best D the Sit Al Water on the last part. Not sure what the first part said. Oh, there's so many graves in here. And it's a pretty big cemetery too, just for the 1 acre that has been kind of cleared a little. Look at this little grave. It's got to be a child. Oh, it says something, but it's almost pretty much unreadable now. Little small area. Wow, if you could see it, I say wow a lot, but big hole, just so many big dips and holes. You know that's where somebody is buried. Just pieces of old tombstones, little pieces everywhere. It's sad areas like this have just, they kind of vanish and disappear. Because I mean, no matter what, this is where people are buried. To never forget. Theodore Rogers, 1926 to to 1944. I'm starting to realize too, a lot of these dates that I have been seeing, nobody is really that old. Nobody lived a long life here. Everything's, try not to step in the deep holes. Can't see really under the pine needles, you know, if it's an open casket. But you can see this, how these dips are so deep. Kind of like I did a video of the Hastings Cemetery. Same situation, really deep, although that one was very well kept up compared to this. Look at this nicer area right here, like a nicer family plot. And right now behind me got some little plane, sounds like he's about to take off. It's not a huge airport, it's kind of a smaller town airport. Single engine planes, I guess. But yeah, this place is really big. Over there, I had walked on that side earlier when I first came in, and there was a really old refrigerator laying on the top. But you know, old cemeteries, sometimes people would dump junk. Oh, this is neat, this one. No names, but they used clam and oyster shells on the piece of concrete slab there to mark it. And wow, yeah, this one just keeps going. By the that corner, I don't see anything out there. I see a couple pipes here and there, probably marking the graves, but it does keep going to the left this way. Yeah, and that volunteer sign, I've always been interested in volunteering to clean up cemeteries. I always thought it would be a cool business to own, like a mowing landscape company, and all you did was mow cemeteries. Cemeteries only, you know. Wow, a lot of old gopher turtle mounds as well in the sand here. Hopefully this place is saved. I don't think they could actually build more of these big industrial factory kind of warehouse buildings. I don't think they could build it on the cemetery. But I guess you never know if the price is right. Money and greed is powerful in Florida. Whoa, over here. I made it to that refrigerator I was talking about, just laying on the top out here. Not too old. I guess that could be from the 70s. But yeah, then right past through a couple of these PVC markers. This one actually has like a little glass with a paper. Let's see if I can see. The paper inside is made out of a metal sheet as well. Serena Christum, and she was only 9 days old. Wow, no death date on the slip though. Yeah, I'm just buried here and forgotten. There's just so many little graves everywhere. The old Oaklynn Cemetery. I'm not too far out of Daytona Beach, Florida. Still in the same county. But yeah, Daytona Beach was a big city back then, and a lot of people lived there, so I'm sure a lot of these people might have lived there. Sylvester Knight, 1891 to 1949. And that could have been the oldest, the person that lived the longest here that I've seen so far. I mean, there's probably thousands of graves, and they're just so covered up. Like there's a couple here and there. I can barely see them. I can see the pieces of concrete. Here's a nicer looking one. Let's see what it says. Sam Mac Gray, 1886 to 1948. So I'm getting into a couple little other graves over here, and a lot of them are so underneath this stuff. Him, Andrew Hartfield, Florida cook, World War I, 1897 to 1949. So yeah, there's a couple veterans graves in here from the war. And over there, oh, there's some crazy stuff in the woods over here. Looks like a huge pipe, like a big concrete pipe. But you never know what was thrown out in these woods at one time. Wow, here's an old brick raised one right here in front of me. It's kind of catching my eye. Oh, it has an opening in the hull, probably where the name was. Yeah, old raised brick grave there. And here's some more. A couple that have fallen over, disappeared. Pretty neat. Old Oaklynn Cemetery, abandoned, deserted, historic. Another one, Florence Harris, 1901 to 1948. See, still not really that old. Didn't really live that long, you know? Strange. I'll have to look some more history up of this cemetery and see. It's fascinating, these older ones. They're actually my favorite to walk around in. Well, thanks for joining me here at the old Oaklynn Cemetery in Edgewater, Florida. I'll see you guys next time.